Yo, what's going on, sB's Nation? It's Yozzi here, coming at you with another video. This time I got a wet work COD 4 18-0 gameplay for you in the background, but that's not really what you guys came here to see. You guys came here to hear about my Call of Duty opinions. This may upset some of you, but these are my true opinions, and that's what I'm going to tell you about over here. Now, before I start this video, be sure to subscribe to this channel, because we're trying to get this channel some subs, so go ahead and do it. Do it for the team, man. Do it for the team. Anyway, I'm going to start off with the good, because that's what you guys like to hear. I'll get you guys' hopes up about what I think about the game, and then tear them right down with the bad. Anyway, these are over all the Call of Duties, not just specifically Advanced Warfare, because I did play Call of Duty competitively since the beginning of Black Ops 2, or end of MW3. But anyway, an amazing thing that I like to think that COD does do well is that it's easy to play and it's easy to understand. I mean, you have to play it a couple times, of course, to get used to the maps, but, you know, most games are like that. The classes that used to be pretty basic on Create a Class, now with Advanced Warfare, it's obviously a little bit more difficult for newer people to kind of understand. Like, you got to kind of teach them not to put all their points into perks or put all their points into whatever. And if this commentary does go on a little bit longer, just want to let you guys know you're going to be seeing 2 gameplays, not just one. So just go ahead and throw that in there really quick. But most maps used to be really well designed. Like Wet Work, for example, was really well designed. The spawns were a little iffy on domination, but it was a really good, well designed map, in my opinion anyway. COD 4 had a lot of really good maps, as well as MW2, which is one of my favorite Call of Duties, as well as Black Ops 1. Black Ops 2 I liked. I mean, the only COD I really wasn't a huge fan of was probably, I don't know, I liked them all for the most part for multiplayer. There's a long story with that, but anyway, the story mode for all these games were, in my opinion, very good. I know a lot of people say there were predictable campaigns, but Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2 did not have a predictable campaign at all, in my opinion. MW2 with the Shepherd turning on you, spoiler alert, killing Roach and Ghost was kind of a surprise to me, in my opinion. So the stories, I'd say they're phenomenal. Especially compared to most FPS stories, like Vanquish had a really awful story and Binary Domain, and you know, I just feel like the game's a really good story, and I feel like it's overrated, or underrated rather. I'm sorry. And the esports growth for Call of Duty is really good. The esports in general is very popular. Obviously not as popular as MOBAs or Counter-Strike, but it's probably, I'd say, it's above Halo. It's definitely one of the most well-played, or most professionally taken, I guess you could say, shooters. I know there's a lot of people that don't talk professionally and give it a bad reputation, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about the bad now in Call of Duty here. There's too much trash talk, honestly, in esports and on the game in general, whether it be competitive or casual, and it's really just bad for media. I mean, if you hear stories about these guys finding these people's addresses because they talk trash on them about Call of Duty, and finding them and intimidating them and beating them in real life over the game, that's pathetic, and that's really just bad for media. Or even when Black Ops 2 came out, there was robbings and shootings just for the game, which is ridiculous. And it's just awful for media, especially just the fact that it's guns and war and everything, and people tend to look down on that. I think the microtransactions for Call of Duty are pretty awful, especially with all the map packs. Like, I understand trying to make a little bit more money on the game over time, but I just don't think it's reasonable, especially with Modern Warfare 3 with 23 drops for their season pass was a reasonable price, but with all the maps and stuff, I don't think it was really worth it. I think if anything, it should be $20 for all the stuff they create, since you only play them a couple times and then you kind of get bored of them. So it's not really worth the price, in my opinion, that they do promote it as. And Call of Duties aren't what they used to be. You know, early Black Ops and COD 4 kind of have a more of a nostalgia. Like, if I go back and play MW3, it doesn't feel as nostalgic. Or if I play Ghosts, which I even forgot was a game, to be honest, in my head. But yeah, I feel like going back to Ghost really has no nostalgia. Yeah, there's esports memories about amazing matchups that happened, like when Complexity, you know, went on a rampage against Skyline, even for that one Blitz match, and everyone was, you know, shocked that they scored 30 or whatever. You know, just memorable moments for esports, but not much for, you know, me just playing the game. There's nothing I really could say I could enjoy or remember about Ghosts. and they're just not as addicting as before. I don't have as much fun playing Call of Duty casual on the newer games that I do on the older ones. But my main reason for me thinking that Call of Duty's not as good is it's just less creative. The map design isn't as good. I mean, the exosuit on Advanced Warfare is a good touch, but I mean, it's kind of like Halo. It gives it the Halo feel. Everyone used to think, hey, Halo and Call of Duty should combine and make a good video, or make a good game, but it just never happened. And they're kind of both stealing each other's gameplay mechanics, and it's just ending out really weird for both of it. They're both not being very innovative towards one another. They're kind of stealing each other's ideas. Like Halo, when they took Sprint, it was kind of like a bad idea, and then when Call of Duty kind of takes the jetpack, a lot of people don't like it, and a lot of people don't want to play it because of the jetpack and the weird movement. I mean, I like how that was innovative, that they tried adding it, but it doesn't make it feel like a Call of Duty anymore. But those are my opinions on the more recent basically every Call of Duty from COD 4 onward. I didn't get to play the Call of Duty prior to COD 4, so let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about Call of Duty. Obviously, most of you are Call of Duty fans, so I'm going to try to stray away from Call of Duty content on this channel other than a couple videos, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to like the video if you agree with me. Like it even if you disagree with me, but just be sure to tell me in the comments why you disagree with me. So yeah, like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Also, subscribe to sGB Nation. Yozzi, out.